Green Highland Renewables is one of the most experienced developers and operators of mini hydro projects in the United Kingdom. They're a wonderful team, headquartered in Perth in Scotland, with an operations base further north in Dingwall. They've been involved in the consenting of more than 60 projects in the UK. They've been involved in the construction of more than 40, and they provide operations and maintenance and asset management services to more than 35 external clients throughout the UK. There are four key reasons behind our decision to acquire GHR, and they are people, positive cash flow and revenues from day one, portfolio diversification, and finally the synergies that we'll be able to drive with their existing workforce and integrating it across our portfolio of projects. So taking them in order, first of all, people. GHR bring with it one of the most experienced project management and delivery teams in the United Kingdom, certainly in the mini hydro space. And we'll be looking to integrate their senior management team immediately into the senior management team within Atlantis, which brings obvious benefits for our quest to immediately diversify our portfolio. And this is especially important, obviously, as we continue to grow our company. They also have a wonderful operation and management team, which is based up in Dingwall. And we expect to look to try and bring some of those skills and infuse them across our other project portfolio, such as the Magen project in Scotland and, of course, the Atlantis project in Wales. Next, cash flow. They bring positive cash flow from day one. Currently, there's about £4 million of revenue, and we expect to grow that very quickly through expanding the number of operations and maintenance and asset management contracts that they currently serve. Next, of course, is diversification. We've always spoken of one of the key synergies that we have with the SIMEC group is our ability to bring in new assets and new opportunities. Moving into the hydro space is a natural progression for this organisation, bringing in all the experience that we have operating, obviously, in the tidal sector. And finally, of course, it's synergies. Using their existing workforce, we'll be able to replace, for example, some of the contractors that we already use, especially on projects like Magen, because of course the O&M team based in Dingwall is in very close proximity to Invergordon, where we conduct a lot of our operation and maintenance activities. We need more senior management at Atlantis, frankly, because we have so much going on at present. When you think about it, we're currently operating the world's largest tidal array, and we'll soon be upgrading that through developing the largest data centre in Scotland, which will be powered by more turbines. And so therefore we're very, very busy in Scotland. Layer on top of that, the fact that we're also concurrently developing one of the largest tidal arrays in France, which will be providing power both to the mainland in France as well as across to the island of Alderney. And then the flagship project in Uskmouth, which is the largest end-of-waste project in Europe. So we already are very, very busy, and bringing in more senior management will obviously help us manage that workload and, more importantly, allow us to diversify now into the mini hydro space. So we are no longer buying the operational or the development assets from GHR. They've now been acquired by an infrastructure fund who have actually then entered into a long-term operations and maintenance and management services agreement with GHR. Instead, we'll be acquiring GHR, the management company, the management team, and all of its operational contracts with respect to operations and maintenance and asset management. Ultimately, this is the right model for Atlantis. We operate an asset-light development model. The board took the view that we didn't want to overburden the company with too much debt. So Atlantis is acquiring GHR for the nominal sum of £1, and the company comes debt-free. It's a cash flow positive company. It's a profitable company, once again with £4 million worth of revenue, which we expect to grow quickly over the next few years. So SIMEC are very committed to working with the management team at Atlantis to build a world-class platform to develop sustainable energy projects. This project absolutely strengthens that platform because it introduces a world-class management team, it introduces revenues, group revenues, and more importantly, it provides us with a new pipeline now with which to go and build that portfolio. Currently, GHR services around 35 external clients, and they provide operations and maintenance services and asset management services to mini hydro projects throughout Scotland. We're going to work with their management team to aggressively grow that service offering, and we expect to try and increase the number of contracts that they currently service in the hydro space. But then we're also going to look to try and put their existing teams to work across the Magen projects and the Uskmouth projects. And that has a twofold benefit. One, it'll increase their group revenues, but B, it will reduce our operating costs. So it's win-win. So we're really excited to welcome the GHR team into the Atlantis group. This transaction has been some time in the coming, but it's been a really important transaction for us to complete. We're looking forward to infusing their management team into our senior management team. We can't wait to integrate their operations and maintenance business into some of our existing projects. And together we look forward to now continuing on their very, very exciting journey that Atlantis is currently on.